Hey guys, it's Shugo again on the Duraton server, level 70 warlock, using Hobbs way of pulling and Shadowfang Keep. I'm doing a small roundup right now. People have been asking me why I haven't been on in the last, or why I haven't made another video. And I have made a few, but I haven't been on to release them because I've actually been out of town in Colorado snowboarding and doing fun things like that. It's been Christmas, I was hanging out with family a lot more. Here, see, pets pulling pretty big, not taking much damage because they're only doing about, average is about 8 to 14 damage a hit, and it's really not doing that much, so I can round up more. And this is actually, I could do a bigger pull than this, but I just don't because I haven't tried it yet. I can pull more, but I just really don't want to because a lot of the mobs, you see the yellow bubbles on the mobs, it's magic shield, which protects them from magic, makes them immune to it, and it really takes longer to bring those down. And you can't use my Seed of Corruption to AoE them all. Threw 3 on, started some rain of fire, which I don't do much anymore. This is a nice instance because I actually get to use that. Just throw another Seed of Corruption on it. One more AoE. And this is a pretty easy pull. I didn't even use Consume to get his attack power up before we started this fight. There's some pretty decent loot in this instance. Here we start rounding them up. I don't round them up in the other where we just came from, because mainly just because I can't pull as big because I need to pull through here. But the lock that I was actually running with, she actually keeps running up and throws a Curse of Agony on them, which isn't too good because if they're drawing aggro off of me or off my pet, then it's not too good. Even if there's only 2 on her, and just for a second, she's a warlock, a cloth wearer, so she won't last long. But I just send my pet down to go get the main boss in this room. And the reason I don't grab all these ads before I go is just because sometimes it aggroes them onto just me, so I don't have to round them up. I just can send the pets on the one I'm on and get them rounded up while I'm running. The warlock runs in a little early and grabs another one, so I have to go send him back. And that kind of made a little bit of trouble, especially since she starts fighting and dotting him up, so I have to start rounding up while I'm running backwards. Still plenty. There was a pet that I didn't get. So. She's got the fire shield on my pet, which is nice because it does 5 damage, but it's not that much damage at once, but over time, 5 every hit they do. And we're pulling for a ways and there's a lot of enemies, so probably does at least 10,000 damage in all. I've had a friend that did the damage meter on it before. And here we're pulling up to the paladin boss, champion, or whatever it's called, and rounding him up. I waited a minute just to make sure the lock was okay and wasn't going to run up again. There's one on me now. 2 on me. Doing pretty good. Not that low. Now time to go start Seed of Corruption. This pull is probably my favorite in the whole run. Probably gives the second most XP. There's another pull that's pretty big. It's the coming up one, but this one I just like it more. Just because I'm actually pulling 2 bosses, not because I get stopped a lot with the doors in the next rooms. And the commander aggroes on me, so throw a Seed of Corruption on him and just heal my pet up. And throw another one. Let's wipe most of them out except the ones that are immune to magic. Now occasionally you see that haunting spirit right to the right. They will use there's a curse that the enemies can put on you to bring it up, and it lasts 5 minutes, and it can be on either me or my pet, which it's not that big a deal if it goes on my pet, but if it goes on me, I'm in trouble because that'll interrupt cast or heals for my pet. So they're into the pool. Didn't feel like showing you me just melee those two down. I'm starting the next one. We're all doing. The reason I wasn't running this a full party was just because there usually isn't that many people that want to come here except like twinks or something. So just running one friend through for the video and pulling up through here. Through it on the vile bat, which aggroes both of them, but as you'll see in a minute, the blood seeker will actually come back onto me after a set amount of time. There is for some reason there's a rare spawn here it's actually not rare. I've never had a run without it. I think he's padding somewhere here, but just skip all that and keep running. One aggro's on me but goes straight back. Here's and we start pulling into the inside. The nice thing about this instance is there's really nothing that paths back much, so we can pull pretty big. One thing I don't like in this instance is the lupine horror, or how you pronounce it, because they can make these small non-elite mobs, but the non-elites will pretty much aggro on anything. So you see here I wasn't really paying attention. I usually don't when I'm pulling because I'm trying to focus on this, and if they screw up it could cause me to wipe. But I keep pulling. So unfortunately she had or not unfortunately, but fortunately she had a seed of corruption up, so she lives. And some people are like, oh man, this is great pull, but sometimes your pet could possibly die, which I've had it happen a few times when I was newer to this pull. But if that does happen, just jump down and throw a seed of corruption on, you'll be fine. It's pretty cool. You see me pop my trinket. I've been working a while for that trinket. It's the Fire or Smokey's lighter. I got it in Stratham, level 56 quest, I think. And it's a pretty cool trinket. It does an AoE like that, like you just saw, for 125 damage on everything. And it doesn't really do as good in this instance, but in dead mines, that is like the ultimate trinket. Because an AoE that pretty much kills all the there's so many non-elites. This is a small pull, it's just a boss. After you kill the boss, he spawns a few 4 Voidwalker non-elites, and those are really easy to kill. See, I don't even yeah, see, there's the curse. I don't know why I threw a seed on, because it just one-shots you, but here we go. Here comes they're easy to take down. Just one seed will take them down. They usually don't even make it to me. Go loot up the boss. He usually drops a good back piece, and the commander usually drops commander's crest, which is pretty nice as well. Here I didn't really fill up. I don't need to, because the next pulls are just nothing pretty much, and these are non-elites, so it's another small pull. I'll start that. This boss is pretty cool, but if I could pull more to him, it'd be a lot more interesting. So, and the final boss, run down. What I like about having just 2 or 3 of these guys is, if I'm trying to get the loot from the boss fast, or trying to end the run fast, I can just get them all rounded up and send them up to the boss and throw some seeds on, and it kills them all. And kills the boss usually too. So, takes care of them all pretty fast. Usually in instances like this, I don't really care much for the loot. It's usually because it disenchants to a small glimmering shard. And he drops the dagger. Thanks guys for watching this video, and see you next time.